can't shut down either Kassadin or a Cassiopeia.
Sheepy in the back, finally sharing his input. Been watching him this last minute.
But at the same time, get the 20% damage reduction onto his target. Kickers onto the mid lane. Want to try and shut down Nyx.
Oh, let's see. There's the slide. There's the glide. Nyx gets caught and he gets sent back. It's not over yet. Pinoy gets stunned up. Vardax in return stunned by Edward. They trade damage back and forth, and Hylissang is the one that comes away worse for wear. First blood secured by the Unicorns of Love. In that middle lane from a very, very good dive. Oh, Pinoy's caught. Once again, Vardax goes in. Vardax is going to get caught out. We do see Hylissang continues to push. Ignite's ticking. The minion auto attack. He's going to get connected with the CC Power of Evil. Moving in from the sideline. Zenith Blade lands. The stun connects. Pinoy's in trouble. Boomerang Blade comes out, but the Tibbers is going to delay the proceedings. We do see a teleport coming out for Cabochon as he's replied. It's been support for AD carry. Second victim of the fight's going to be Cabochon as Eddie will be dove. That is a very, very messy 2 for 3. Let's see if Nick can clean up house. He rift walks over. He flashes past the stun. Ignite's ticking. That should be Vardax in trouble. Vardax does get taken out. And Gambit end up trading off this dragon, and this should be uncontested. It doesn't look like Pinoy or Edward are anywhere near.
No, I don't actually mind this trade for Gambit. Getting a global gold instead, so you scale up your champions faster instead of this very first dragon.
The irony is, despite the fact that Diamond was in the top lane, he didn't really put pressure on the chat. Oh, that's a flash stun. Vardax is in trouble. Tibbers has come down. Spell shields up. Collateral damage. Pinoy goes Pinoy. If you take a look at the supports, fairly similar in terms of your Moby boost and fight.
Oh, Eddie.
Eddie's been
There's
caught
no
down.
flash.
He's been knocked in the air. He's been stunned by Power of Evil. One more kill. Going over to PoE.
Straight for the top.
4-0-1. Cabochon, tell him in terms of champion picks, but not executing the strategy.
A lot of people mid
well.
lane here. Nice stun.
That's a stun onto Nick. It's followed up by the Solar Flare. The Zenith Blade was too early. It was predictive, but it wasn't needed. Power of Evil with it.
On a Kassadin should never really be possible.
Diamond's knocked up. Hylissang sniffing. The Cataclysm goes down, and Diamond is now dropped. They've turned their attention to Eddie and the Boomerang Blade.
Down to one this bottom
Pinoy's
lane.
in trouble. Pinoy's in trouble. The Zenith Blade doesn't connect, but the stun from Scatter the Weak does. Pinoy gets flung in the air and shut down by Vardax.
So Hylissang tried to predict the dash. So risky for Gambit if they actually want to try this. Sneaking around here. Eddie needs to land a perfect Tibbers if they want to fight.
Well, Kikis has gone in. He's used that chilling smite on Diamond. That's a big stun! Chachi throws Nick against the wall. The first victim is Eddie. Eddie didn't even have Tibbers for the fight. Dragon is regenning in the background. 4 versus 5. Unicorns of Love off a little low on HP. Now Nick is knocked up. Cataclysm down to
what's
Diamond.
happening, man?
Syndra's got 2. Cabochon will be the next target as Hylissang shuts him down. Cabochon will get killed. Another dragon going the way of Unicorns of Love. Gambit, they like their dragons, but they shouldn't have forced that one.
No, not at all. You know
to the fight. This is going to be a very risky call. Diamond gets jumped on by Kikis. He instantly Dragon's Rages. Cataclysm goes down. First victim is going to be Diamond Prox. It's not over yet. Eddie's in the background. Tibbers is there in the new season because it's just so much more difficult to come by the gold. And look at this. They're on the inhibitor. They've caught Diamond. Diamond's going to get shut down in a moment. He is killed by Chachi, and Unicorns turn to the inhibitor turret. Oh, that's a great stun by Cabochon in conjunction with collateral damage. It might be too little. Let's see, find out. Chachi continues to get melted down as we see Pinoy is going to chase. Great engage from Cabochon. Gambit dig deep and they hold on.
That was saying this is Chachi and Power of Evil at all times. So even if Gambit goes in, clears the one at Baron, you just have 2 extra ones you can put down, constantly keep the vision control and the pressure on Gambit side. So I really like the pickup here from them.
Vardax, he's going in. Is it Chachi is going to throw the house? The Solar Flare comes down. Cabochon's locked up. He's going to block some of the burst, but this is messy. Cabochon's the first victim of the fight. Now Diamond Prox is being focused down. He's killed just after Pinoy and Unicorns of Love. They go aggressive. Hylissang lands a Zenith Blade, but it's not going to be enough. There's still minions of the Nexus turrets. 3 members down for Gambit. Unicorns, they're on the Nexus turrets. At 26 minutes, they're looking to close. They've caught Edward. He's knocked in the air. The Unicorns of Love are going to be riding high. They've got a Nexus turret down. They're taking out the second. And in 26 minutes, Unicorns of Love have obliterated Gambit. The hype train is with the love train.
Completely destroyed Gambit and their late game scaling comp here. Such a greedy comp from Gambit as well. We saw all the focus from Diamond on the top lane, didn't pay off, nothing happened. And because there was so much hard engage and there was the Syndra being so extremely strong from Power of Evil, Unicorns Aloft just kept picking the fights. They got every single fight they wanted to, and no chance of disengaging. Remember, as we talked about, it's only the Cassiopeia ulti as some sort of disengage from Gambit here. And Unicorns Aloft just completely punished them for having such a slow comp.
9-0-5 from Power of Evil Syndra. But truthfully, it wasn't the Syndra that got them there. It was Syndra that closed. It was Kikis on top
whole
of it.
setup.
1-0-13. He was the one that helped set up the first blood. Kikis was all around the map.
And Hylissang
in
on
every
this
single
Leona.
lane.
We call him a one-trick pony, Hylissang on Thresh. This Leona play here, except for the one little thing into the laning phase where he didn't go aggressive enough, the rest was pure, was perfect. I mean, that was it. Every single time he had a chance to engage, he got in there. Jarvan obviously from Kikis followed in after getting that early kill for Power of Evil in the laning phase, as you just said. Those two together constantly started the fights. Power of Evil just had to follow up and pick up more kills.
Really, really good play from the Unicorns of Love. This was the grudge match to end day one to determine which off-season squad who gained hype, who gained support at the IEMs is going to come out ahead, and it's the Unicorns of Love. Massive smiles. Look at them celebrating on stage. And a lot of props has to be given to the guys. That was, of course, Sheepy, who was their...